Hey everybody, welcome back to the brand new video. Today, we have a baseball card exchange authenticated sealed box of 1993 Topps. You see at the back, there's the official information from the baseball card exchange with the seal and the certification that this is a legit untampered box. I used to love 1993 Topps. In fact, I would say out of all of the different years and releases of baseball cards, by far, 1993 Topps was the one I bought the most. I just absolutely love the set. It was 69 cents back in the day. And we're doing this today because it is the 30th anniversary of Derek Jeter appearing in the major leagues this week. It just happened a couple days ago. We had another video for the actual anniversary, but a couple days late, not too, no big deal. And also, another cool thing about this box was actually provided to me for free. Now, it's not my box, it's Philip's. Philip says, hey, I'd like to open this box, but I want you to rip it. I want it to be archived on the channel. So I'm going to rip this box for Philip. He bought the box. He sent it to me. I'm going to rip it for him right here. Then I'll process all the cards, team bag everything up, sleeve the hits, top load any Jeters that we find, and send it back. And he has this really nice note that he sent as well. It says, hey, Eric, thanks for all you do for the hobby. I thought it might make for a fun Throwback Thursday, the gold Jeter hunt. Enclosed, he sent some money to cover shipping, well more than enough money. And it says, cover the shipping back. And what's left, it's for Sophia and the new baby. It says, take care and stay safe from Philip LaFleur. So, Philip, thank you very much. I hope we can hit the Jeter for you, and I really hope we can hit a gold Jeter for you. So let's go ahead and get into this. 1993 baseball card exchange authenticated sealed box with Griffey on the front and Robin Yount on there. Really, really love this box. All right, the seal is off, and here we go. Here's the packs. See what we can find. Kiddos are having a game night upstairs right now. They're in the middle of sorry, so I don't know. We might hear a little bit of ruckus up there. Just had to send my son off to bed because they're having like a game Olympics. He lost in trouble and then threw an absolute fit, and the game pieces went flying across the room. He doesn't lose too well. We got to work on that a little bit. So back in the day, there were 36 packs per box. And again, 69 cents a pack. So let's see what we can find. The Jeter's card number 98. And here we go. There's that 1993 design. Andres Galarraga right there. We got former closer Doug Jones. And you get one gold card per pack. So Rene Gonzalez. 36 total gold cards in the box. Probably will be on average, maybe 1 in 10 boxes or so will give you the Derek Jeter. There's a Harold Baines right there, Hall of Famer. And we'll see what else we got. Looks like my wife is calling me, asking if I'm going live. Here is this next one. We are going live a little bit later tonight with the Box Wars. There's Alex Fernandez. We got Andre Dawson right there. The Hawk, Andre Dawson. Then we've got Danny Darwin there as well. Gold card. Fred McGriff, Hall of Famer right there. We got Dan Serafini and Gary Sheffield in there as well in this next one. Next pack up. We'll be live tomorrow on Whatnot, by the way. Come on by and check us out. We'll have a lot of breaks. We went live last night with Find the Auto Friday. Opened a bunch of stuff. All that stuff got shipped today. And, man, that's what you want to see. If we see any green coming up, then you know you got a shot at the Derek Jeter. I do expect to find at least one Jeter in this video. It'd be nice to find a gold. This could be it. This could be it. That's freaking Chad McConnell, former Reds farmhand. There's Jack McDowell, former Cy Young Award winner, Jack McDowell. Blackjack, as he used to be called. There's Steve Finley. Mark Lemke hitting a weak foul pop to the catcher. I used to hate him as a kid. Didn't really like any of the Braves. There was Carlton Fisk, Hall of Famer in there as well. Yeah, the Braves, of course, bouncing the Pirates out in 91 and 92. And ever since, always hated those guys. Rafael Palmeiro, right here. It's the gold Rafael Palmeiro, so that's pretty nice. Bill Gullickson right there. There's Ray Langford. Gary Varsho, a couple Pirates. Father of Dalton Varsho, Gary Varsho, and Jason Kendall rookie card. One of the other good rookie cards besides the Derek Jeter that you can find in these packs. On to the next one. Used to like 36 packs in a box. Those were the days. That was like the standard for years, and they started cutting it down and messing around with it. I think 2018 was the last time we had 36 packs in a box. And then went to 24 in 2019, I think it was, and then down to 20 packs in 2023 update. And that's where we're at right now for a hobby box. We are anxiously awaiting the Series 2 release, coming out June 11th, so just about 12 days away. There's former Cy Young Award winner Doug Drabeck, 1993. I used to love Doug Drabeck. He was probably my favorite pitcher around this time period. It was Doug Drabeck. There's Sid Bream. Sid Bream gets a pass for me. I talked earlier about how I didn't like the Braves. Sid Bream, of course, scored the winning run of the 1992 NLCS. And really close plate to plate. There's a Danny Tartable, but Bream gets a pass. A lot of Pittsburghers can't stand that name, but Sid Bream played for us, and actually he autographed a postcard for me. I sent him a little note when I was like, I don't know, 9 or 10 years old. I sent him an 89 Fleer card. He sent a postcard back, and I think the 89 Fleer card as well. It's somewhere in my collection. There's Mark Portugal. I used to hate Mark Portugal as a kid. My brother and I were really interesting characters as kids. We loved baseball cards so much, but we didn't like a bunch of the players. There's the cover boy of the box, one of the cover boys, Robin Yount, Hall of Famer right there. Near the end of his career, there's Lou Whitaker in there, who should be a Hall of Famer. So one stack is done, and we do not have a Derek Jeter. So we're only a quarter of the way through the box. We got plenty of time to find him. Let's go ahead and see if we can find him in this next stack. We've got Brooke Jacoby right there. Will the Thrill Clark's going to be the gold card. Tony Gwynn, Hall of Famer right there. One of the best hitters of all time. Who else do we got? John Keeley. Don't remember him whatsoever. But I missed the old Tiger Stadium. I wish I would have gotten a chance to go and check out a game at the old Tiger Stadium. It got torn down, I think, in, 99 or 2000? And maybe, I don't know. Maybe it was 2003. I can't remember what the first year of Comerica Park was. Maybe 04 was the first year. There's Roberto Alomar, who's a Hall of Famer. And, oh my goodness, we got a black gold card. Look at this, Bip Roberts. Unfortunately, it's not a big name, but that's a tough pull. A Bip Roberts black gold card. I would have been going bonkers as a kid. I love this set so much. I only had a very couple of these cards. I think the odds on these, does it have the odds printed? The odds of a black gold card are 1 in 72 packs. So you got to buy like 2 full boxes to find one of these. Bip Roberts back-to-back, the Bip pack right there. Interesting. That card's not really worth much anymore, but kind of interesting he got even a black gold card. He only had 4 home runs and hit. I guess he did hit 323, which is decent. Probably amongst the batting leaders, but man, I loved that card so much. One of my biggest jealousy moments. You know how, like, when you're collecting as a kid, you got a brother, and they pull something really great. I think the card I got the most jealous of that my brother ever got was he got the winner for the black gold set in one of his 93 Topps packs. It was pretty wild. I think that was the card that I coveted the most that he had. Another Jason Kendall. So we got 2 Jason Kendall rookie cards and 0 Derek Jeters. There's slamming Sammy Sosa. He's coming back around, starting to sign some cards. He's back in the good graces of the Cubs, which is good. Only player to hit, home runs, 60 home runs plus 3 seasons and never lead the league in any of those seasons. There's Spanky LaValliere, the gold card right there. Darryl Kyle was a great pitcher, and one morning didn't wake up in his hotel room. Really sad. Had wife and young kids and passed away in his playing days. Darryl Kyle, I guess it was a heart condition, but he was good. There's Sid Fernandez. He had that crazy 12-6 breaking ball. Next up, we've got a Mike Pagliaro. I can never say his name. Pagliarulo right there. Dave Winfield, who's a Hall of Famer. Tony Phillips. Sid Bream for the second time. John Olerud, who at, 363 in 93? Won the batting title. Paul O'Neill was great. There he is with the Cincinnati Reds before going off to the Yankees and solidifying his spot as, one of the most loved Yankees ever. I think he's even got a monument out at Monument Park. We got another insert here. What's this? Another black gold card? What? Greg Maddux? This is a hot box. I can't believe I pulled two of them. Even, 30 years later, 32 years later, still love pulling these cards. And I feel like I've opened 93 tops before. I don't know if I pulled any black gold cards out of that box, but this is pretty freaking awesome. 2 in 1 box. And you get Greg Maddux fresh off his Cy Young Award win in 1992. Then he would go off to the Braves thereafter and really just take off. I used to love this card to Kevin Mitchell. I felt like he was about ready to throw the ball up in the air and hit it. That's what I would do all the time. And that's exactly how I would do it. And I would have my hand on my top hand would be on the bat. I'd hold the ball in the left hand. And I would go to the field all the time. We used to live near baseball fields and just have a bag of balls and toss them up in the air and try to hit them over the fence. And I actually could do it from home plate as, probably a 16-year-old, 17-year-old kid. I could throw the ball up in the air with a regular baseball bat, not even a fungo, and hit the ball over the fence a good 350 feet away to left center field. We've got Eric Karras right there. There's Ryan Sandberg. And we've got Ken Griffey Jr. coming up. There he is. The other cover boy of the box, along with Robin Yount. That's a great card right there. The kid. I do have a goal, the Robin Yount, to get a Ken Griffey Jr. autograph in my collection. I have one. It is a 1 of 1 on a booklet, but he shares that card with, 7 other players, and it's a Panini auto. It's a sticker auto. I'd love to get a Griffey card all by himself. I want Griffey. I want Ohtani. That's part of my checklist. At the end of the year, I'm going to start doing the top 25 cards in my collection. I might extend it to top 50. And I'd love to have a Griffey solo auto in there and an Ohtani solo auto in there. That's part of my checklist for the National, which is coming up soon. National is just 2 months away. I can't believe it. I got to start getting ready. Got to get ready. Got to book a plane. Got to get the money together and all that stuff. Scott Livingston got a Gold Cup card. The Gold Cup card goes to the best rookie at each position. Looks like he probably deserved it. Hit, 2... Man, my eyes must be gone. I can't make out those numbers anymore. It's either 282 or 262. 4 home runs. Super small stat font on the background. Andre Dawson. Is that Candy Baldwin auto? Used to hate him as a kid. Got Bob Mlackey right there. Dave Valley, who is in the Seattle Mariners Hall of Fame. Paul Molitor. And we're on to the next stack right here. We are 2/3, or 2/4 halfway through. Sorry, I got distracted. Sophia is texting me again. We got Mel Hall right there. Mel Hall's got a famous spot in card collecting lore between my brother and I. We were once looking through my friend's collection, and there was a bunch of brown crap smeared on the back of a 1991 Topps Mel Hall card, which horrified us. And to this day, we don't know what that stuff was. There's Big Mac, Mark McGwire. 1993, Mark McGwire. He was a good power hitter at the time, but man, would he ever go on to become one of the best ever power hitters, although not a Hall of Famer. He hit, 70 home runs in 1998, broke Roger Maris's single-season record, a record that many of us thought was maybe unbreakable back at that time. 61 home runs, geez, that seemed like a bunch. When I was growing up, players didn't even hit 50. Cecil Fielder came over, and I think he popped off 51 in 1990 or 91, and that was a big, big deal. There's Tony Gwynn right there. Gold card is Mitch the Wild Thing Williams, the loser of the 1993 World Series, on the mound, giving up that home run to Joe Carter. Here we go. Oh, it's Preston Wilson. Preston Wilson had some success in the big leagues. It's a draft pick card, though. It's not the draft pick card. Man, Andre Dawson for the 3rd freaking time. Paul Molitor for the 2nd time. John Keeley again. We're seeing repeat repeats now, but we're not seeing the Jeter. We haven't even hit a single Jeter yet. My goodness, we got to get at least one. Rio Cormier right there. That was always an interesting, tough name to pronounce as a kid. Sure, we probably totally butchered that one. Jeff Innes with the sidewinder delivery. Ben McDonald. Ben McDonald, we always considered him an absolute bust. He was supposed to be the next big thing. Coming up, he was like Paul Skeens. Here we go. We got it. Here comes Jeter. It's Jeter time. Ivan Rodriguez giving away to Derek Jeter. We got him. 30 years ago this week, he appeared in the big leagues for the first ever time, and he would go on to be one of the most beloved Yankees of all time. And a Hall of Famer. Great card right there. Centering's just a bit off. Maybe like, I don't know, 35, 65. But we got one Jeter. I'll get that top loaded up for you, Philip. And now, there's Burt Blyleven, a Hall of Famer right there. We got to see if we can find the gold. We have probably about 12 more packs to work with here to find the gold. There's 12 more gold cards, so there's still plenty of opportunities. We'll see if we can get them. There's Ryan Sandberg, Hall of Famer right there. I collected Ryan Sandberg for a while. PC'd him. Eric Karras, former Rookie of the Year winner. Fred McGriff. Hoping we can get hot here and just start going off. 300-game winner right there, Tom Glavine. And Andy Stankiewicz. Wraps that pack up. Well, I'm glad we got a Jeter. That's great. We got one. Now we got to see if we can get the big pull. The best card you can possibly find in the entire set is the gold Jeter. Ken Griffey Jr. right there. I'd love to find him in the gold. This would kind of set off the whole buzz of, parallels being put in every pack. I feel like it would hit a fever pitch in like 94, 95 with Fleer. Man, things got a little bit nutty with the inserts. Inserts in every pack. Multiple different sets. That was the first kind of hot thing with, chasers and packs. Before then, it was just all base cards. And then this was one of the early days of putting parallels in, the golds. We got Rick Green right there, draft pick card. There's a lot of draft picks that had cards that guys that just totally just never even made the big leagues or just disappeared. Rick Green, don't remember him at all. Let's see what we have. Last pack in stack number 3. We are 75% of the way done here for Philip. Another Burt Blyleven at the back end here. Lido Perez. Gold card of Jose Uribe, who for some reason still has that 1990 Fleer card worth a ton of money on eBay. And look who we've got. We got an indicator right here. I think we got a second Jeter coming up. Ivan Rodriguez, and there he is. 2 Jeters. Back-to-back, almost back-to-back packs. Very nice. 2 Derek Jeter rookie cards. That's what we're talking about. So if you're wondering, why are the cards like in the same order? Well, they're on sheets. So giant sheets of, 128 cards on a sheet. And they just stacked those sheets up. So whatever sheet was on top of Jeter had Ivan Rodriguez right on top of him. Then they put them in the cutter machine, and the cards just fall right down into stacks. Get collated that way. So they're always in the same order. There's Andy Van Slyke. I like that card a lot. The gold Andy Van Slyke. Man, we've got a really nice Andy Van Slyke autograph in the collection now. I got the painting signed at a card show 2 weeks ago. But yeah, that's why if I would have known the collations like I know now, I would have had a really easy time with those rack packs. All you have to do is look at the cards on the front and the back, and you would know, if you were a pro, you would know exactly who's in there. Got a gold. Is that my guy Junior Ortiz, number 0? Junior Felix. Maybe that is Junior Ortiz tagging out or about to tag out Junior Felix. I used to hate Junior Ortiz, even though he was a former Pirate. There's Cecil Fielder. He bounced around from many teams. I don't know if he was ever on the Indians or not. Greg Jeffries, another failed super prospect right there. He had a great career. He was an all-star, I think, once. And, he's good, but never a superstar. Sid Fernandez. Can we get 3 Jeters? Still looking for the gold. Otis Nixon. Kenny Lofton. Man, Kenny Lofton's a travesty. Just because he should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't understand how Tim Raines gets into the Hall of Fame, but Kenny Lofton isn't. And I don't even think Kenny Lofton got 5% of the vote. I think that's something that might need to be fixed. Players that never got 5% of the vote, they just fall off the ballot, and they don't even ever get a chance ever again. All these other players that, at least got 5% of the vote, they get to go on these veteran committees, would be considered by veterans committees, which will put players in. Like you see, like Dave Parker get in, Jim Cott got in that way, Minnie Mignoso and Tony Oliva, Jim Cott, all these guys. A lot of guys get in that way through the veterans committee, guys that fell off the ballot after a few years. But if you don't get 5%, the way I understand it is you are never eligible again, which is just crazy. And there's players that I think, if they got on a veterans ballot, would probably get in the Hall of Fame. And Kenny Lofton's one of them. Also, I think Carlos Delgado would have a real shot at it. And I think probably Lou Whitaker might have the best shot out of players that got no support. Lou Whitaker, I just never understand, because him and Alan Trammell have almost identical stats. Our third Robin Yount, so we might be able to get 3 Jeters here. There he is, Lou Whitaker. Just kind of looking out the side of his eyes like, why am I not considered for the Hall of Fame? He didn't have any of that red ink except for in games played once. Alan Trammell had like one great year in '84, but, the counting stats at the end of the day, very similar to Alan Trammell. I think he might even have a better WAR than Trammell. And played second base, too, which makes his stats even more impressive. Carlos Garcia, who would go on to be an All-Star in 1994 right there, our lone representative. The start of our losing season. If you wonder why I'm saying our, it's because I live 1 hour from Pittsburgh, grew up a Pirates fan. Pirates are playing terrible. They lost the game last night with the ball that was like 3 inches below the strike zone. They had the bases loaded with, full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded. They were down by 1. Ball's like 3-4 inches low, and it gets called strike 3 by a call-up rookie umpire from the minor leagues. Just a terrible way to lose. Isaiah Connor Falefa, probably one of our better hitters. He's hitting around 280 most of the season. He came out and ripped the Pirates today. He said, never in my wildest dreams is this what I thought I'd be getting into. This has been absolutely terrible. This is nothing like I thought it would be. So that's pretty big when your players are speaking out like that. Paul Skeens has also said something similar, saying, good vibes and making friends and everything. It doesn't win ball games, and that's all that matters to him is winning. Our third, Ken Griffey Jr. John Smoltz, a Hall of Famer right there. Gary DiSarcina on the gold. We keep seeing John Keeley all over the place right now. With the kind of a weird pose. I don't know about that hand on the hip right there. It's kind of weird. I always feel like it's not his fault. It's nothing against him. I feel like whenever you have your picture taken by a photographer, they always make you do weird poses, right? Like with your hands. Like, I don't know, like whenever I would have my picture taken for Little League and stuff, they'd always make me get into the most unnatural batting stance and like turn my head like 270 degrees from where it should be. And I feel like, about ready to break my neck. Turn your head more and more and more. Get that elbow way up and all this other stuff. Here's our last chance. We're not going to get the gold, but we did get 2 Jeters. There's Barry Larkin for the first time, Ryan Sandberg for about the 3rd time. And our last one here is going to be Trevor Wilson. Last gold card. Fun to, look out for the Chad Mottola, former, I think, Red when he was drafted. But definitely fun to look out for the Derek Jeter gold card. And Philip, thank you so much for sending us the baseball card exchange authenticated box. I'll get those all team bagged up and sent off to you. And I really also appreciate the extra gift there. You sent some extra cash. And we'll go and get the baby something extra for the nursery with that. I really appreciate that, man. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your Saturday night. We'll go live on Patreon tonight doing some box wars. We'll be back on Whatnot tomorrow. I hope you come on by. Whatnot, we got a bunch of breaks for you. As always, we'll be breaking Bowman, Chrome Black, a little bit of everything on there, and we let you pick. Last night, we were breaking 2018 update, 2017 update, some higher-end stuff. It was fun. Actually, we found a gold Judge rookie card out of the 2017 box. We also found a black Judge in there as well, numbered to 66. So, great times. Come on by. Hang out tomorrow. We'll go live probably around 5:30 p.m. until about midnight. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you all later. Good night, everybody.